WFRV Cardboard Club. I'm your host, Evan Williams. I don't know if I said that twice or not, but a new episode means a new guest. I am joined by Riley Englebert,
What's up?
one of our photogs. Good to have you on to talk about some passion, hobby of collectible cards. Now, what do you got? Actually, let's not jump the gun. That's too early for that. Riley, how did you get into trading cards? What are your favorite ones? Did you do it as a kid? What makes you do it now? Just stuff like that. Kind of like, let's introduce yourself to those who may not know why you like trading cards.
So, kind of growing up, I was always into collecting things, especially as I got into middle school and high school. When I was in elementary and middle school, my family would go to State Fair every year, and at the DNR building, they always had something called Wisconsin Wild Cards. And so they'd have like collectible cards with like fish, mammals, birds, and all kinds of stuff. And on the back, they'd have like little facts about it. And then that's kind of how I got into it. And then in high school, kind of started getting into Pokemon cards a little bit because at the time I felt like, oh, I was missing out on this. I never got into it in my childhood or whatever. And then in college, my junior year, we were on a training trip for swimming. And then a bunch of my friends wanted to kind of spend some time doing something, and a bunch of them brought Magic the Gathering cards down, and that's kind of how I got into Magic the Gathering.
So is that your main one now? I mean, obviously, growing up, almost everyone plays Pokemon, the cards,
Yeah.
and the video games. Now, mainly is Magic.
Yeah, now mainly is Magic.
Okay.
Last 2 years after graduating college, I kind of fell off a bit with just changing life and everything else, but finally been getting back into collecting Magic cards.
Nothing wrong with that. What do you mainly do? I know the answer, but for those who don't know, what format do you normally play in Magic on a regular basis?
I always go with Commander because I feel it's the most approachable and it's the easiest, and it's honestly, in my opinion, the most fun.
Yeah, it certainly depends on how you play Commander and who you play it with and the level. And they just kind of came out with their power ranking or power level 1 through 5 bracket stuff. Me personally, like I as previous episodes, I play CDH, so it's probably not the same. It's still fun, but it's fun in a different way. You're probably talking more about you're hanging with buddies.
Yeah.
Multiple hour, maybe not multiple hours, like an hour-long game or 45-minute games, as opposed to, hey, let's just try to win this game as soon as possible type of stuff, right? How many decks do you have? How many EDH decks do you have?
So, I have 2 decks. Recently acquired one of the Fallout decks, and then didn't bring it with me today, unfortunately. But I do have a starter deck that's based around a character known as Chainer, and it's all about kind of like exiling stuff to your graveyard and then recasting it for cheaper. And then
the black-red one or the mono-black one? The Chainer. Normally, I think Chainer.
It's black-red. I believe.
Yeah. So there's an old Chainer that has, I don't want to say CDH, but it has some infinite combos with it, with Carrick and stuff, or Carrick, or however you want to say his name. But it's so you have a Chainer deck. Was that your first one? What's your first?
That was my first Magic deck.
Okay. And is that the one you play the most now, or is it more so you've been trying to get into Fallout, like, not get into Fallout, but yeah.
Because outside of like card collecting, my favorite video game series of all time is Fallout. So when they announced the collaboration with Magic, I was really into it, and then slowly trying to collect all the Fallout cards now. Starting off with the Dog Meat deck.
He brought the Dog Meat deck. We will show it. We also have some sealed product open that's Magic the Gathering related. So do you just buy the pre-constructed decks and then make some upgrades, or do you normally like to build the deck yourself, add some stuff? Kind of like, what is your thought process in getting a EDH? I keep wanting to say CDH because that's the thing I play. So if I do say that at some point, I really just mean regular Commander.
So for me, I like to keep decks kind of pure. They come pre-built,
okay,
but I will make like minor alterations and changes based on certain cards that I get. Because I do like to buy individual cards. I think a little bit more than packs. Because it's a little bit more affordable for one, but 2, I feel like it's easier for you to kind of pick out certain cards that you want and build a collection. Like right now, I'm trying to hunt down as many Chandra Dress to Kill cards as I can because I just love that series of cards.
What one is that one? What's the card, Chandra? It's a Planeswalker, I believe.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's like a series of different Planeswalkers.
I see. So I thought it was like a specific card you were looking to get. So is Chandra? Is it just
Dress to Kill? I believe is what the name of the card is.
Dress to Kill. That is the name of the card. We're not recommending anybody, obviously, go after anybody. But okay, so it was in the Innistrad. I see some kind of different arts and stuff.
Yeah. A couple different art styles and variations to the card.
So it's from Crimson Vow. What makes you collect that card? It's a 3-mana Planeswalker, for those who don't know. It's a Magic card. 3-mana Planeswalker for Chandra, which is, I would say, is probably one of the top 5 most iconic Magic the Gathering characters. I would say like Liliana, Jace, Karn, Chandra, and then maybe like Nissa is probably like the top 5, I would say. But what made you collect that one?
So, before your game capital moved to Appleton, I would always go to the De Pere location. And if you showed up a certain amount of times during the month and like bought cards and like did challenges and stuff, they would give you like booster packs and then like other free cards. And then I remember one of the free cards I got was a really nice Chandra Dress to Kill card. And I don't know what it is, but any characters that are based around fire, whether it's in Magic or other media, I just love that. Okay. And so I just kind of became obsessed with the card after
Not
that.
a Koth fan, huh?
Not
He
really.
likes the mountains. He's a mountain man. Koth. But so if you put a date on, when did you first kind of start playing Magic? I mean, I think you said you took a little break and came back. But when was the first time that you started? Do you remember?
I would say 2020. I want to say 2021, but I think it was definitely 2022 is when
3-4 years ago. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it seems like, as I touched on previously with other guests, like it's just trading cards, collectible cards have just kind of boomed in the last, I don't know, like 4 or 5 years. So I mean, with that comes, obviously you're playing a little bit more than you are collecting. You're still collecting, but you're obviously playing with your buddies. So it's stuff like that is one of the best things about this hobby, is that it's a way to stay in contact, get involved with friends, meet new friends,
absolutely,
and obviously have a hobby. So that's really cool. I do like that Chandra Dress to Kill story. I don't know if I've ever heard somebody. There's a guy in Green Bay named Stone Rain Dan. He collects all the Stone Rains. I think he's actually trying to get a world record for the most Stone Rains collected. Stone Rain is a card from Alpha. It's from Beta. It's been printed a million different times. But he's known as Stone Rain Dan, and if anybody who sees them normally just gives him a Stone Rain. So that is kind of cool. I don't think you're gonna try to break the world record for most Chandras Dress to Kill collected, but it's cool to see. All right, well I'll pull this up. Why don't you pull your deck that you brought with onto the little playmat this way? I'll get this out so somebody sees it. So this is the Dog Meat Commander, right?
So there's 4 decks in the Fallout series. There's a Caesar, there's a Madison Lee, there's a Dog Meat. I think it's a Codsworth, right?
Is there a doctor? Is there a guy on the screen? I can tell you right now. Here, how about this? I know what it. Oh, here it is. All right, Fallout. It is not the booster display. I just want the sealed product. We'll tell you what. We'll take a quick break. So we have this. In addition, we have a pre-release Edge of Eternities kit that we'll open. Me and Riley open it on screen. But we'll go over his deck. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll get that answer for you as well. And stay with us. We'll be right back after these quick breaks. Cardboard Club. I'm your host, Devin Willems, joined by Riley Englebert. We were just talking about Fall Commanders. Mothman was the one that we were missing, not the Mr. House guy. He's in the Caesars deck. Riley figured it out. But I'll pop your deck on screen. So you got it sleeved up. Looks like you're a Dragon Shield guy.
Yeah.
Eucalyptus, I think, is this color. I can't remember the exact color.
I believe so, yes. I got these seeds from a buddy who didn't really like them. He's like, I'll just give you these, and I'm just going to buy these like Bob Ross art sleeves.
Yeah, I've seen those going on. I actually really like this color, this kind of, it's a little darker on here.
Kind of more
on,
like
on
a
the
teal,
screen.
I would say.
Yeah, it's more of a teal, but I think they always have weird names. But Dog Meat, Head of your Commander, you're a Fallout guy, you said. Does this have Dog Meat have any sort of significance to you and why you picked that one, or you just like the deck the most?
It was probably one of the more moderately priced decks, and then also arguably one of the best decks out of the 4 commander decks. Yep. And like Dog Meat's classic when it comes to Fallout. Like you can't like not love Dog Meat.
I'm not a super Fallout guy, but he was in Fallout 4. Is he the guy that comes out with you out of like the vault? or do you find him?
You
randomly?
find him at the Red Rocket right after you leave the vault.
Yeah. So it's. I think that was one of the big not mechanics, but that was one of the highlights of the game. I thought. I can't remember. I think I played Fallout 3 for a little bit, and that's about it. And I think I watched my buddy play Fallout 4. So that's it. So have you made any changes to the deck? Why don't you put the deck right in the middle of the screen? Right. We'll leave Dogmeat here. Have you made any changes?
No. This entire deck is just pure everything that came in the box.
It's a pre-con. Pull out. I would say we're not going to go through all 99 cards. For those who don't know, commander deck is you have one commander, which you will always have access to, and then you have 99 cards. You can't have more than one unless the card itself says you can include any amount of copies in the deck. But this is some of the pre-con ones, especially the Universes Beyond. I mean, they have the Fallout now. They've done Final Fantasy. They're doing Marvel. They're doing so many different.
I think they just released the Spider-Man one, didn't they?
It has not come out yet. It's towards the end of August or end of September. I was gonna say August there. And maybe at the time of people are watching this, it's already out, but it hasn't come out yet. They've spoiled all the cards. All the cards are released both in paper and online. The online ones though do have a different name just for like likeness reasons or licensing reasons, I should say. But, so commander deck is you have 99 cards, you have one commander which you always have access to, you can't have more than one card in your deck, and normally, especially in pre-cons, you're probably going to start around about half of them lands. Lands are essentially what allow you to play the game of Magic. So as Riley continues to get his favorite cards out, in addition to his deck, we will open some Edge of Eternities pre-release, what we got from Frost Giant Games right here in Green Bay. If you're looking for any spot to buy, they have Magic, Pokemon, One Piece, Dragon Ball, Universal Fighting System. They have everything that you need, and if they don't, you normally know where to go, or they'll point you in the right direction. They even have I think Warhammer stuff. But in here, I think the pre-release kit, you get like 6 packs and other stuff, but we'll go into it as we open it. So give me your first, doesn't matter in the order, but just give me, so I have you, how many cards did I say you to get? 10? Or how many, I don't know how many you grabbed? 5?
I grabbed I think the top 5 cards I think I like the most.
All right, what do you got first?
So first of all, we have Preston Garvey, who's the alternate commander for this deck.
What's it up? There you go. Yeah. Who is that? A
Fallout 4 character, leader of the Minutemen.
Okay.
Arguably one of the most hated characters in the Fall universe, I think, or at least from Fallout 4. But I always liked him a lot. At the very least, I thought his outfit was cool, and I thought he was just kind of a unique character.
Interesting. Is there like any interaction between Dogmeat and this guy, or is it like in the game itself?
Yes, because I think I can't remember the exact lore, but I think Preston in the game has run into Dogmeat in previous encounters.
It's always interesting to see when these universes beyond deck, what do they call when they use other IPs?
Yeah.
They will try to keep it on as theme as possible.
Yes.
So when he said this is your favorite character, he's like a. You said he was a villain, or
he's one of the heroes. He's the leader of one of the factions.
I think you said most hated. Did you say?
Well, he's one of the most hated simply because he's annoying.
Okay.
Because he's always.
That's why I was confused. I'm like, I know Dogmeat's a good character, and he said he's the most. Nobody likes him. I was like, oh, I thought he was a villain. Why are they in the same deck? But yes, okay. So that's one of your favorite. The co-commander. Like normally these pre-con decks will have a backup commander that if you don't like the main one, which is Dogmeat is the face, they'll have another one in the deck that you can play with. So what's the next card you got?
Next card I got is Kate, a legendary creature. She was one of the companions in Fallout 4. One of my favorites personally, because I think her character was just super funny and just super cool.
I'm just gonna read some of these cards. Keep going.
The whole story behind her backstory in the game I thought was already like really cool. Once you reach max affinity with her, I thought her quest was really cool. And I just always thought she was a cool character, and I was really happy that this card was included.
Awesome. Sweet. I'm just gonna read some of these cards. I remember reading this one when it came out. It's really cool. Yes. It's a really cool way to have a bunch of mana and do some really cool things.
Next card I got.
What do you got
here
next?
Is
Command Tower. Nice.
The reason I like this one, this is probably the most iconic location in the entire Fallout universe, the Lucky 38 Casino, which we should be seeing in Season 2 of the Fallout show in December.
All right.
But, just the most iconic location,
Does every have the same command tower, or is this one specific?
I think this one might be specific to this. It might be in the Caesar deck as well, simply because I feel like that deck is a little bit more Fallout New Vegas themed, whereas this deck seems a bit more... it leans a bit heavier into Fallout 4, but it definitely borrows from other games.
Yeah. It looks like every Fallout deck has this one as the command tower.
Okay. Wasn't sure.
I think. I mean, there's only one command tower in the Fallout stuff, so that's good. What is this one?
Cass Hand of Vengeance. Sorry.
Okay.
Another really just cool character from the Fallout universe. I can't remember if she's in 3 or New Vegas. I want to say New Vegas, but pretty sure she's one of the companions you can recruit in New Vegas. Just a really iconic character and just overall a really good card.
Kate and Cass, are they related anyway?
No.
Kate, or are they? That's Cass, right? Yeah, Kate, and then Cass.
Because Kate you find in Fallout 4 in Boston, but Cass I believe is in New Vegas, and you find her in the Mojave.
It's just interesting that again, same deck, Kate and Cass. You'd think that they would
well, yeah, it sounds like they would complement each other.
All right, what's the last one you got?
I got 3 Dog Galaxy News DJ, the DJ from Fallout 3, arguably like the most notable like Fallout DJ. Because in every single game, you have Fallout Radio, and you have all the classic 40s, 50s, and 60s music, and each radio station in each game has their own DJ. But 3 Dog, I think, is the most iconic and the most well-loved, and like it's a decent card, I think.
I thought it was an actual dog. Turns out he's a DJ. I like it. That's cool. So how many times have you played with this with your buddies? Yeah, I think you said you just picked it up, what, 2 weeks ago?
Maybe like a month ago.
Maybe a month ago. Yeah.
I played it a handful of times. Okay. I really like it. Yep. The whole deck revolves around dog meat, essentially grabbing enchantments and ores and equipment and artifacts from your graveyard and just stacking them. You can stack so much on dog meat, and then you can just win the game. Everything.
It's normally like these commanders is that this is the one card you have access to. So like in a normal game, you start with your deck, and then as it kind of tumbles over, this is always not on the field, but you're able to always access it. So normally the decks will always be built around the commander. So that totally makes sense. So would you say this is your favorite one? Obviously, you have a lot of Fallout, appreciation. You understand it, and it's in that drives why you want to play decks like that even more. But is this your favorite one, or do you have? You said you just got it a month ago, so.
So far out of the 2 decks I have, this is definitely my favorite. It's a little bit easier because Chainer is a bit more of a slow burn. You have to like slowly build them up, slowly exile stuff to your graveyard, and then some of the cards are just really expensive mana wise. This deck is a little bit more approachable and it's a little bit easier to do because all you just got to do is essentially just stack artifacts and other equipment on dog meat, and then once you have them like what, he's a 3 out of 3 now, 20 out of 20 with vigilance, trample, and then just
win the game,
just bulldoze,
And then normally these precons will come with like a deck box, so that's what you put your deck in. I like it. All right, we'll take one more break, and when we come back, we will open this pre-release kit. Me and Riley see if we can get something cool, do a little pack battle, and go from there. But stay with us. We'll be right back after these breaks. WFRV Cardboard Club. I am your host, Devin Willems, and I got Riley here with me. We got sealed product to open, Edge of Eternities pre-release kit. Picked this up at Frost Giant Games, right by Lambeau Field. So if you're looking for any spot to kind of go, any sort of trading cards, they have accessories, trading cards galore. They have, if you're looking for vintage stuff, they normally have a solid selection of reserve list cards. If you're looking for slabs, they have slabs, but so on and so forth. They aren't sponsored by us or anything, but it's been a store I've been going to forever. Let's see what we got in this. I believe there's 6 packs. Riley will open them and see if we can get something cool. Maybe to add to your deck, if you will. It's kind of a cool little
that is a cool
like a little layout. You get these for the pre-release kits. These pop out. I think like little tokens and stuff. Let's see.
Like all your. Actually, I'm not sure what this would be, but you get like your 1 out of 1 count.
Yeah, your. So this, you can take that if you want. I don't. So this is a pre-release kit. Nice little stuff. Oh my, I can't even talk. Riley, if you want the spin down, you can have the spin down. That's all yours. Comes with pre-release card. This is Terminal Velocity. It's a little stamped on the bottom left as a pre-release card. You get one. It's always different. That could have easily been a lot better, but it's not bad. Yeah. Let me get rid of all of this.
That does look like a pretty cool card, I won't lie.
Some of the stamp ones can be a little interesting. I think that one is this one you get like 3 extra combat steps? No, you put something in your hand, gains haste, leaves the battlefield to Gemini. Okay. So it's nothing too crazy, but it is still a stamped card. That's always cool. All right, Riley, there is 6 packs here, just play boosters of Edge of Eternity. I'll put this here. Let's spread these bad boys out. Let's just do a quick pack let's just open up a pack. I'll put this on this back thing. Why don't you pick the first pack?
All right. You know what?
Okay.
Let's take a look.
I'll get it. Open it up. Let's see what we get. I'll leave these here. I'm gonna take this one. This was the last one I put to the side. I'll get rid of this garbage. Sweet.
So we got Cloud Skull Technician. I'm not gonna lie. A big thing for me when it comes to Magic cards is just how cool the art is and just how cool the character is. This guy's unsettling. I don't know what it, yeah.
Why don't you pull up to the, see if you can get a little bit. Okay. So this set is mainly like space and just kind of like spaceships, planets and stuff. So
yeah. Let's see what else we got. Bright Spirit Zealot. That's actually kind of a neat card.
It's a common. None of these are going to be. Yeah. None of these are going to blow your mind away.
Probably
Let's
not.
see what we got. Sky
Insect Warrior.
Okay.
I really like the art on this card actually. Nebula Dragon.
Yeah, some of these, like I said, it's all space theme. I really like the way some of these look. Let's do a full, just right in the cam. Let's see what we got.
Yeah. Graph pack. Okay. Nothing special, but let's see.
You can get some like really cool alt art in some of here. I don't know if it's in these packs specifically, but just in general, there's some alt art stuff in this set, which is pretty cool.
This looks like something out of like Power Rangers.
Yeah, I mean you're in space. You need power stuff. It does kind of look like a little like a robot cat is
Glacier Godmaw. Okay. Okay. You know.
That stuff. It's interesting from opening sports cards. Oh, Riley, nice little open there. I'm taking that. Sorry, that's my. This is all my stuff, but Riley can have all the non-bulk. Breeding Pool is a really good pull. These are dual lands, or not dual lands, but they're shock lands that were originally.
So you can basically make it a green or a blue. Yeah, essentially, if you tap it.
The good thing is that you can have it come in untapped, and you can fetch for it. So. In some of the higher power formats, you can fetch for lands, and you can get dual lands pretty much out of stuff. That's a nice little pull. That's the rare in the pack. You actually got two rares here, and two foils. I didn't know you got sick.
I'm a sucker for same with Pokemon with energies. I'm a sucker for lands, but this is actually really.
I didn't know that was a foil there. You can put them right there, and those can go there. Leave those rares there. Okay. And those commons will end up. Maybe we'll do this. These foils can stay in a pack. We can get rid of all this. All right, pack number 2. Let's see what we get here. I'm not going to spend too much time on the commons, just due to the fact now I can kind of move over. I'm not on camera anymore. But all right, so it's just commons. I mean, just some of the art on this. I'm not going to read every name. Riley, feel free to jump in. I think that's the foil. So, that's the foil version of
Star Breach.
Oh, I see a foil in the back there.
Okay.
So this is
that's a pretty cool art for
you like that?
Night. Yeah.
All right.
I'm a sucker for the medieval themed cards as well.
So this is our first rare. Hellkite, was it Raging? No, Nova Hellkite. Flying Haste. Ooh, when it deals. That's not too bad of a card for a rare. And then a foil. Or just one foil this time. Jeez, the rate on some of this stuff is just kind of different.
Yeah.
Lands, garbage. Let's go right here. All right, Riley, you can pull the next one. Let's see if we can. Nah, I don't know if we have time quick. Let's see if we can do a quick pack battle. So here's what I would say: do this. Take out the token. You don't get to look at the cards, you cheater. Take out the token. Normally the bottom card's a land. Yeah. Like the last card is a land. Okay. Is that a full art land?
Yeah, we got a full art. The swamp right here.
Yeah. Is that a foil too? Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Put it right next to that's sick. All right. So here's what we'll do: is you took that card out, shuffle it up. All you do is just shuffle. Hopefully, you take the token out. Yeah, the token can go away. All right. So then what you do? I can't remember the exact way to play, but you just start with 3 cards, and you have unlimited mana. You can do what you want, and we'll put these here so we're not in the way. Why don't you go first?
All right.
We'll do like 3 turns.
So did I just put down a card?
Yeah, you have unlimited mana, so you can play as many cards as you want.
Fallbringer.
Would that do anything?
Creature enters or dies. Surveil. What?
Surveil is you get to look at the top card and put it in the graveyard. If it, not in your hand. Oh, you cheater.
Does it not go in your hand?
No, so you look at it, you can put it in your graveyard or on top of your deck still.
Okay, so I'll just put this in my graveyard then.
All right, is that it?
Yes.
All right, we're kind of doing this backwards. I'm gonna kill it. Dim deal 6 damage to it, and I create a lander token.
That dies.
Yep. I'm gonna play this artifact, and when it enters, I can discard a card, and if I do, draw 2. I don't think we're supposed to start with this many. I'm not gonna discard a card because I kind of like everything I have going on. All right, I will pass the turn.
All right. Well, okay, first turn, and then I'm gonna play.
What is that?
Graveblade Heavy. As long as you control an artifact, this creature gets +1 and +0 and has Death Touch. And then I have,
Do you have an artifact?
I have an instant.
Okay.
Target creature gets +1 +0. So this is now a 4/4. Engage Vigilance till end of turn.
You can't attack it.
Yeah,
you should have just
attack.
waited. Well, imagine you just didn't do that. All right. I'm gonna play this creature, gain 2 life, and I'll just. What is this? I'm bumping into the thing. It's a 3/4. I can't even do that. All right, go ahead.
All right. Well, that's actually.
Well, this is our last turn.
All right.
Even though.
Auxiliary.
20.
Okay, so auxiliary booster artifact. Yada yada. Okay, the 2/2 colors robot.
Okay. There you go. Sure. All right.
And equipped creature gets +1 and +2 and has flying. Damn, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, some of these. I'm just gonna say you win.
Okay.
Here's my rare that I got. I got Terminal Velocity, which is the card that we got from the free that came with the pack, and nothing really else besides this here foil that I'll put.
I got another foil actually in that.
Let's do this. So here's where the rares go. That's a foil rare.
Yeah.
You've been crushing the foils, Riley. Put the rest of the stuff over here. No other foils or rares in there. Go ahead.
Don't think
No.
so.
All right. So here's our rares. And this is our foils. So what one do you want last?
All right, I'll do this
All
one.
right. Open it up on screen, cheater. Let's see what we get. I'm going to skip right to the good stuff.
Same. Ooh, actually.
I think it's a rare. And
Well, another alternative.
The
full
swamp.
art
You got
not foil. Though,
yeah.
And another foil.
What'd you get? And what's your rare? Okay.
That's not bad.
Honestly, like this foil land is a pretty solid pull. No mythics, but a breeding pool's solid. A foil rare, a foil full art swamp, and then a foil spacecraft. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, we'll go through that, and then Riley, you probably can have some of these cards. I don't really need all of them. But thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. We'll have you on again in the future.
Absolutely. I'll have to bring my chainer deck and the rest of my cards.
Yeah. Until then, though, thank you for watching Cardboard Club on WFRV Plus. We will see you next time. Have a good one.